your data, come and work with us. I don't know. But there's a lot of problems here. I'm sugarcoating a lot of really difficult issues here, and I don't want it. And I'm not talking about the potential determinator coming to eat us all. With artificial general intelligence that will surpass all of our, this is not the problem. There are many, many serious problems that the world has to take care of, and the regulators are finding it really hard to be able to put the rules in time in order to stop the bad things from happening. And it happens on the upper level of the global and national level, and the mezzanine level, and at the level of the organization. And we're all trying to cope with a changing environment, and it's really difficult. So I'll tell you 2 ways in which I'm involved in trying to get some remedies to this. One is the UN advisory body on AI that basically is trying to create new rules of engagement globally. So the Secretary General of the United Nations has convened a group of about 35 people that sit, and within 2 weeks from now, we will release our final report in the Summit of the Future that will take place in New York. So stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot of interesting things happening in this domain with global recommendations on how to deal with not only the risk, but actually the risk of not doing enough. Because I think this is a serious risk people are not thinking. It's not just about how this can go the wrong way, but what would happen if we don't. For instance, there's not enough care for patients that have infections that are resistant to antibiotics. It's been a while since we've had a new antibiotic come in, because it's not a very lucrative place for the pharma companies. So without AI, nothing has been moving for almost 2 decades. And suddenly, there's been canvassing of the molecular level and identification from 30 billion potential molecules. They narrowed it down to 6 that are highly effective against Acinetobacter. So we cannot afford not utilizing AI in science and in healthcare and in daily care. And as I showed in the beginning, we do not have a choice. It's evolve or get extinct at this point. But this is great in theory. What am I going to do within a healthcare organization when I get the deluge of the vendors who come in and offer their shiny new tool for me, promising anything you want? How can I be able to address that? And we know those systems lie and hallucinate, and it's really difficult to tell right from wrong. And we know they're extremely biased. I will not delve into it. We've discussed it enough today. So if you try to do this out of the box, and as somebody says, use GPT in some way in your clinic today, you will be in trouble very quickly. Do not try this at home.